A very warm welcome to the top three qualifiers for the FIA Formula One Miami Grand Prix. In third place, Kimi Antonelli. In second place, Lando Norris. And taking the 43rd pole position of his Formula One career and his third of this 2025 campaign, our pole sitter, Max Verstappen. Max, very well done. We've seen some brilliant poles by you this year, and this looked like another one. Did you extract the absolute maximum from the car in that second run of Q3?
I think apart from entry turn one, yes. But yeah, it's just been really tricky to get the tires in the right window over a whole lap. So I think in hindsight, of course, you never want to have a little oversteer moment on entry, but over the whole lap, I did feel a bit more comfortable. So yeah, of course, very happy to be on pole. I think every qualifying like Q1, Q2, Q3 just kept on chipping away at it, and yeah, just kept on improving a little bit. So that's exactly what you want.
You found a couple of tenths between run 1 and run 2 in Q3. Where do you think that time came from?
Just a little bit in 7-8, and then a little bit in the second sector. And then I think a tiny bit in the last corner maybe. So yeah, little bits everywhere.
And we've seen some developments on the car this weekend, particularly on the floor. Just give us a few words on how the car's performing, how the upgrades are performing.
I mean, we are still struggling a little bit with our limitations in the car, but I do think that we've been quite decent over a lap. If you look at the cornering, we're a bit slow on the straight this weekend. I think especially McLaren and Mercedes, they took a new engine. And of course, that always gives a little bit more power than a used engine. But yeah, it seems like it's a little bit better. Of course, the long run is a different story. The tires get really hot around here. But of course, tomorrow, I don't know what will happen in terms of rain or not, how warm it will be. To be honest, the colder it is, I think the better.
Look, just if it's dry tomorrow, just how do you see it playing out in terms of particularly tyre wear?
I don't know, to be honest. No one has really done any proper long running because of also the sprint race, being wet mainly. So yeah, I just try to do the best I can, to be honest, manage my tires to what the car can do, and then we'll see what that will bring us.
Look, Max, final one for me. This is a very different racetrack to where we've seen you on pole earlier this year. How encouraging is that for you?
It's good. I mean, coming into the weekend, I knew that this was not our strongest track with all the low speed. But actually, I think when you look at the data, it's probably not even, most of our problem around the lap. So I guess that's already a positive.
All right. Look, best of luck. Very well done. Thank you, Max. Lando, let's come to you now. So close to that pole position. Can you visualize where the time went?
Yes, I can.
Can you tell us a little bit more? Did it look like 17? Is that the biggest problem?
Yep, you got it right. Yeah, I just didn't quite put it together, but that's it.
Look, you say you didn't quite put it together, but Lando, this has been a really strong qualifying for you, better than we've seen at the last couple of races. Just how encouraging is that for you?
Very. I mean, I'm still I'm very happy with the end result. Just a shame when you miss out on pole, So only that's the frustrating bit. But I think I've been trying different things. I've been doing different things with the team to try and work a bit more in this area. And things have been taking a step forward. So I'm happy. Maybe not quite there yet, but happy with the progress.
Throw it forward to tomorrow. Do you feel this racetrack presents more opportunity for you than, let's say, a track like Suzuka?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, the DRS helps a lot around here with the overtaking. It's what you need. You also have some much bigger braking zones than you have in Suzuka. So, I hope so. Anyway, I hope that's the case, and we can have a good race tomorrow. But I don't just expect competition from Max. Kimi's been quick all weekend, and Oscar's behind as well. So yeah, I just expect a tough race from all accounts.
All right, Lando, very well done. Thank you for that. And Kimi, great to see you in the top three qualifying press conference. You've been flying all weekend. Let's just start by talking about that last run in Q3. How good was it?
It was quite okay. I struggled a little bit during the qualifying. I felt like I didn't have such a clean run as yesterday's sprint quali. I struggled more today to put the tire in the right window and extract the best out of it during the whole lap. And I think last lap was a bit better on that side. Still not amazing, but really happy with the result.
Kimi, you've been the faster of the two Mercedes drivers all weekend. That must be very encouraging for you, but just from a performance point of view, have you unleashed something in the car that means you're happier with it now?
Well, definitely. I mean, every weekend is learning and experience, more confidence with the car as well. So really really happy with how every weekend I'm able to play a lot more with the car and trying to explore the limit as well. And so far this weekend I felt really good in the car, so that's definitely a positive. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can do a good race.
Well, just tell us a little bit more about your goals for tomorrow. The sprint, obviously, this morning was disappointing in the end. Look, what is your target for the Miami Grand Prix?
I don't really want to say because it always goes terribly wrong. So I'm just gonna try to have a good start and then try to set a good pace and stay with Max and Lando. And it's not gonna be easy, of course, but we'll see. First of all, how's the weather? Because there are some thunderstorms probably, so that might not be really really nice. But yeah, let's just see how the weather is gonna be, and then we'll try to do our best on with what we have. And definitely also in FP1 we did quite a long run, so we were able to collect good data on the dry, and hopefully we can have a good pace in the race.
Kimi, thank you for that. Very well done to you as well. Let's now open this to the floor. Who's first, please? Yeah.
The race. A question for Max. Max, you've been up there every time the car's been capable of it this season. In order for that to translate into a season-long championship bid, how much more do you need from the team side? Is it car improvements, but is it also execution as well? We had the pit stop problem in Bahrain, and then obviously the unsafe release earlier in the sprint.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, we need to make less mistakes and we need to find more performance. I think it's quite straightforward. It's just not easy to extract or find. That's how it is. But we keep pushing, keep trying to bring bits to the car, to make it faster.
Thank you, Max. Next, please.
Luke Smith from The Athletic. Max, just on that car update as well, you said, I think, in the Park per May interview that it makes it a bit easier to rotate through the corners. But in terms of widening the setup window as well, is it a bit easier to find that sweet spot, or is it still just as narrow as it was before with this update?
Just I changed the setup a bit from before to now. That's why it rotated a bit better. But what we are trying to achieve, of course, is a better balance in the car. Now, this track is not always the easiest to say that you have improved or nailed something, because it's just a really weird layout, I would say. So it takes a bit more time, but for sure it was not negative. And yeah, from here we can work and try to improve it further, because from my feeling, of course, we're not there yet. We need quite a bit more to be really in a fight.
Thanks for that. Next.
Nate Saunders from ESPN. Max, question for you. Just obviously really big week for you, obviously with everything at home. I just wonder how the last few days have been for you, just in terms of flying so far away from Europe straight after the birth of Lily. And how have you found the few days here? Have you been constantly checking your phone? Has there been a lot of phone calls back home and stuff like that? Thanks.
Yeah, it's been good, to be able to spend a few days at home before coming here. When she's just born, you want to make sure everything is okay. Clearly, it didn't make me slower as well, being a dad, so that's a positive. We can throw that out of the window as well for people mentioning it. When I was here, honestly, just quite fluent. I anyway am in contact a lot with my girlfriend anyway throughout the day, so getting pictures and FaceTime a bit here and there. It's always there, but now one more member in the family.
Thank you. Who's next?
Mark Manbrine's Autosport. Lando, got a question for you, if that's okay. Obviously, Oscar and yourself are 1 and 2 in the Drivers' Championship. McLaren lead the Constructors' Championship, but there's a guy next to you, the man who's actually getting the most out of his car on a more consistent basis so far this season, do you think?
Impossible to know. You know what car he's got comparing to us. The advantage we have is two quick drivers, and they don't. Or we have a car that's capable of allowing drivers to drive it quicker. But impossible to know. Impossible to actually know the difference between the two cars.
Thank you. Another one. Yeah, great.
Graham Harris, Motorsport, MondayMotorsportWeek.com. Question for Lando. We're seeing a totally different human being here to what we saw on Thursday afternoon. What's the secret? What's changed?
Thursday afternoon? Why Thursday afternoon?
Yes, Thursday afternoon when you were talking in the press conference.
About what?
Just being you, not negative, but you weren't exactly the human being you are right now. You're positive, bubbly, and,
What's the problem then?
just want to know what the secret was.
I don't know. I'm working on things, so I keep to myself.
Next one, please.
Sahil Kapoor, NBC. A question for Kimi. Your pace was very strong in both quali sessions. How much of it do you see as track specific? Is this track just clicking for you really well, or have you unlocked something in that Mercedes that we should expect to see more of in the tracks that you know better coming up?
Well, I don't know. I did the FP1 and I felt good, and was able to, push the car more to the limit. I think that is down a lot to also experience and confidence. I think also having a week break after triple header was really helpful as well for myself to gather all the informations. So definitely, I think it's a lot of experience. Also, understanding how to extract more out of the tire during the whole lap, something I haven't been doing well during the season. There's still room of improvement. I think, I feel better and better in the car every weekend. So hopefully after this weekend, we're going European tracks that I know well, and hopefully I can maintain the same pace or even go faster.
Thanks. Another one.
Nate Saunders from ESPN. That's a question for Lando and Max. You've got Kimi with you today. Obviously, he was on pole yesterday, third place again today. I just wonder what you both make of what he's been doing, not just across the season, but this weekend and at such a young age as well. Thanks.
I'm not surprised. But again, when you just start in Formula One, there's so much to learn, and to already be at this pace is very impressive. But I'm not surprised at the same time. And we'll only get better, to be honest. I think it's as simple as that.
I think that fed his ego enough. Similar thing. He's in Formula One for a reason, Everything else he did in his car racing career has been very strong. He's got a very good teammate, a teammate that beat Lewis over the last couple of years. So if he's now able to beat that teammate in being George, then he's clearly doing a very good job.
Too kind.
Scott Tremont from the race. A question for Kimi. You've learned so much over these first few weekends. How much did you learn from the start of the sprint race earlier? Do you still feel on review that you were unfairly pushed wide, or when you've looked at it, do you think there were things that you could have done differently into turn one?
Well, it was very on the limit. To be honest, my second phase on the start was not good. I broke traction, so that allowed Oscar to come alongside. And then obviously I started turning because the corner was there, and probably we were both on the limit on braking, and eventually we touched, and then I went wide and lost many places. But definitely if tomorrow it's gonna be a bit of a different story because I'm starting second row. Definitely a lot learned from that start.
All right, another one.
Hi, Mark Manbrides, Autosport. Max, you mentioned about the suggestions that you might slow down now you're a father. I just wondered what you thought when you first saw them, and was there any ever doubt in your mind that you might come and be a different kind of driver after Lily came along?
Yeah, I don't really listen to these kind of silly things, you know. Just do my thing. Yeah. I think there are enough racing drivers in the past that have been world champion even after having kids, you know. So honestly, I don't even know where that comes from.
All right, Max, very well done today. Good luck to all three of you tomorrow. Thanks for that.
Yeah, we have watched the post qualifying press conference as the post sprint press conference. And also on this one, I'm not going to comment it anything. I will leave all the comments to our viewers, our followers on our channel. We just want one thing from you. Don't forget to like the video, comment it, and subscribe to the channel.